Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and today we're going to be talking about Apex Legends. Surprise, surprise, no one saw that coming. And it also involves EA, and also how they are going ahead and doing something a little bit different. And it's got a lot of people wondering, well, why this sudden change, and what's going to be the future of the game. We're going to go over all of that, but we're also going to go ahead and give out one of the upcoming Watson Prestige skins, because it looks like she's getting hers next. All you got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So, we have some interesting topics to talk about today in Apex Legends, but before we go ahead and do that, I did want to give you guys some updates. There are new legend challenges and weapon challenges in the game right now. You probably saw it launched on Tuesday, but just in case you didn't, you can go ahead and do these weapon challenges like deal 2,500 damage, 10,000 damage, and 20,000 damage to go ahead and get this Hemlock skin, which is actually pretty cool. I like the skin a lot. There's also some new legend challenges, and you go ahead and you play 10 matches as a recon legend, play 10 matches at BR, 10 arenas, and get 75 kills or assists. They also went ahead and updated arenas a little bit on Tuesday in case you are into that game mode, and you can also go ahead and get this free Horizon skin, Cosmic Chic, if you go ahead and unlock all of that. Overall, that is some free stuff you can be looking forward to. Also, there is going to be an upcoming milestone event Hypermiss let us know about. It features legendaries for Bloodhound, Sparrow, Loba, Conduit, and Watson, along with Charge Rifle, Hemlock, Nemesis, Rampage, Eva 8, R301, Havoc, L-Star, Wingman. Unfortunately, we don't know what the skins look like. For the Epics, there's going to be Seer, Revenant, Pathfinder, and Gibraltar. So overall, there's a little bit there. The Universal Heirloom we also know from Yorotasuki is going to be themed after this. It's definitely around Catalyst, although there was also some rumors that it's not going to be a Universal Heirloom. It's going to be specifically for Catalyst. So it's going to be one of those situations that we're just going to have to wait and see. But today's big topic is actually about ALGS, and it's pretty interesting because it kind of forecasts the future of just generally Apex Legends outside of the competitive scene as well. And I'm going to explain why this is probably going to impact you to some degree. But yeah, the new ALGS has been announced. Up next for Year 5 ALGS, the midseason playoffs will be in Radaya from July 10th to 13th. 40 teams, 4 regions, 2 million. And they went ahead and played a trailer, and I'll go ahead and play that right now. Now, it is going to be held in, Saudi Arabia at Radaya, which is interesting for a huge reason. There's two reasons people seem to be upset about this right now. One, some fans on Reddit said, so basically EA are only running 2 ALGS lands this year. Imagine if Riot randomly said MSI will actually be EWC. The devs and comp team deserve a lot better than this. FEA. And it makes sense with all the ALGS team layoffs and these playoffs moving to EWC. I'm not sure we'll see the championship organized the same way as before. And then people are really upset about this because cheapskate EA acting as if they've gone broke from Apex Legends when it has actually made them billions. Scummy behavior, even though they're also stealing from scummy people. And it's true, EA has made like $2 or $3 billion on this game. That being said, they are forecasting a huge decline. EA said they are looking at 40% net bookings drop for Apex Legends in 2025. They're going to go ahead and pull back from a lot of things. We've seen a lot of new store sales and how they're trying to sell heirlooms and trying to recuperate some of this profit with heirloom recolors, prestige skins, Mythic R301, Mythic grenades, basically anything that can be sold, they're basically throwing it at the kitchen sink to try to get us to buy stuff. And it does make me wonder a little bit about what's going to go on with Apex Legends 2. Right now, they're focusing mainly on Battlefield 6 from what I understand, and Apex 2 won't release until afterwards because they want to go ahead and make sure they don't compete with each other. Yoro actually said something seemed supposed to become a reality in Apex 2.0 and hinting at that it would be going to Unreal Engine, but that's going to be pretty costly from what I understand. So with all this stuff being spent on the game, are they actually going to pull back on more updates and upgrades to the game and go ahead and give us a polished Apex that we've been wanting for so long, especially if they're actually cutting back on ALGS? We had that whole thing with Sweet saying there isn't actually going to be a year 6. And I'm going to go over one other thing that people are upset about with the whole ALGS being in Radaya thing. And I'm not going to share my personal politics on it, but if you've played Apex Legends, you know the lore and story. The game is very much catered around diversity, with legends of different genders, having different romantic inclinations, and overall just being what you would consider an LGBT-friendly game, which is fine for those that want to enjoy that aspect of it. It's odd though that they're going to go ahead and say that the official ALGS is now in Radaya, where currently certain LGBT members will actually be executed, as that is a punishable by death in Saudi Arabia due to the country's legal system being based on Shahara law. Now again, not going to get into my personal opinion on this, but it's pretty weird that EA, and I mean it's not weird because it's EA, would be like, look, we're going to go ahead and cater to all these fans of this game and bring them and suck them into our game, but when it actually comes to it, what will save us money, we're going to completely disregard those fans 100%. It's just a little bit ironic or, you know, hypocritical that they're going to try to cater the game to a specific demographic, but then completely shun that demographic so that their bottom line isn't hurt and they can go ahead and make more money. That's just a, you know, kind of weird thing. Again, not going to get into my own personal beliefs on whether or not, you know, legend diversity or, you know, Shahara law is right or wrong. That is up for each person's individual preference, but there's clear hypocrisy within EA for going ahead and trying to play both sides of this. All that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into community clips now. Don't forget to submit your own to me at Thordan Smash on Twitter, but without further ado, let's roll the clips. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on, well, ALGS being held at the EWC, and also what are your thoughts on the current state of EA managing the game? Also, don't forget to check out this video right here where I cover more news on Apex Legends on the daily, and until next time everyone, keep slaying in the Outlands. I'll see you out there.